Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Last night we brought you part one of my conversation with Mark Stoops' right-hand man. Tonight the one-on-one with Vince Marrow continues as the big dog talks about football and life in the COVID-19 era. Jedrick Wills was a top 10 pick, and he played alongside a guy that you're familiar with, and Landon Young, who is coming back for his senior year. And by all accounts, he'll be a guy that's, a first round grade for a lot of teams if we get to play. If football doesn't happen the way it should, does that hurt those guys?
Yeah, because I shouldn't say it hurt them, but even with Lynn and even with Calvin Taylor and some of the guys like Ahmad, them guys was when their pro day, like Lynn didn't run at the combine. So he was ready to run and was going to run a good time. And Ahmad was going to run 4.5. They would have seen how big he is and Calvin. So, yes, I think a little bit it does hurt. I have no idea how they would do that because, if we don't have a season, I really believe we're going to have one, though, just from what I'm hearing. That's above my pay raise, but I do think we're going to have one. But if they didn't, Landon had a certain grade last year, kind of like Josh and them guys had grades and they could have came back. So he had a pretty decent grade for this draft, and then he's coming back. I think, I don't think it's going to hurt a guy like Landon. He's a big 6'7", 25 pounds. So I think it'll be good for him. But like skill guys, I think it hurts because you really don't see him move around. Landon film, just like with Lynn, they looked at his film and said, okay, the film speaks for itself.
So would you be opposed to playing football without fans in the stands? I know that's certainly something that people have talked about. I don't see how that works.
I'm kind of like an entertainer like Michael Jackson or Prince. You need people in the stands. And I just think our kids we're going to do whatever the governor or whoever say do, but it just, the fans make it go. Especially I always talk about our fans here. It's just, you miss that whole thing when you're driving up to the stadium, you see the catwalk and all that. It'll be like a practice. I pray to God that this thing is lifted and we will be able to play. I just think some fans are diehard fans, like they was talking about the NFL. Fans just gonna go anyway because they miss it. And I just hope and pray that we're doing everything we need to do right now so we can level this thing out. And by that time, we should be able to have fans in the stands.
I do too, because I truly believe that college football, it could be something that really brings us all back together because it's such an experience. Everybody loves it and is so into it. And we've been separated for 2 months now. To be able to have college football, I think, would help heal things in many ways.
If you look at sports over the history of time has always healed, whether it was race things, whether it was war, whether it was a national catastrophe. I just think sports brings everybody back together. And, I know the NFL, the NBA. I'm one of the guys I watch. I've been watching, I don't know about you, I've been watching a lot of rerun games. Like I'm watching the finals from 12 years ago. I just want to watch sports. So I just think the average fan really want to see sports back. I really do. It makes the world goes round. I really believe that sports is a big part of our life. And I just think it will, like you said, I think it will bring a big healing, bringing everything back.
So your daughter didn't get to really have a senior season playing softball either.
I really feel, honestly, man, I really don't talk because my daughter gets her, publicity and all that. But as a father, I really feel bad for her and other seniors. She didn't have a prom. And she's my youngest. She was our youngest. And so she didn't have a prom. This was going to be a big year for her for softball. I just think of all the girls, even the college girls, did not, even though they get to come back, my daughter she don't even have a graduation. She don't have just senior day or anything like that. So I really, somebody asked me this the other day and I didn't think about it. I said, man, I really feel bad for her. Now she's going to play at the next level, but this is nothing like, this is nothing like your senior year, just the fun and all that. So I think I'm gonna have a little graduation party for it, but I had another daughter that's graduating from Kentucky in May. So we were gonna have a big party And now it's just neither one of them gonna have graduation. So, I may take my daughter and act like I'll take her to the prom, or,
Oh.
toss some balls to her, just try to have some fun with her. But thank God that she gets to play at the next level, and she's gonna go into a different challenge in life.
Thanks to Coach Marrow. We love you, man. We'll be right back.